And Magnum doing a really good job of defending and then pushing out. Okay, so we do have Juice going to be spawning here at the top left position as the yellow Zerg, and we have Magnum once again spawning as always as the orange Protoss up in the top right. So close by air, it looks like Juice is going to be able to scout him very early on with this Overlord. And at the same time, I'm really interested to see what Magnum would do. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we do see Magnum go for a Forge Fast Expand, as is so common on PvZ on this map. And so very strong as well. And yes, look at this. We do have this lone probe going out to no doubt plant the pylon here. Yes, there we go. So nice play here by Magnum. I really like the economical route he's choosing. And at the same time, Juice, you know, is we'll have to see what he does. Again, like to reiterate for the 100 billionth time, if he does go hatchery first, that can quite easily be preemptively cannoned up. Not preemptively, but he, you know, the forge is already up. Yeah, you get it. You get it. And so I feel he's going to go for the extractor spawning pool once again, as it is just a safer option to go for. And I'm really interested that he actually chose Shakuras Plateau, as I personally feel Shakuras Plateau is pretty Protoss favoured right now, considering the architecture of the map. So it looks like we do have Juice going for that extractor first, and no doubt going to be getting a spawning pool straight after, unless he's trying to trick out his opponent once again, as this probe will end up coming. No, he's just going to be kind of dancing around there. And we do have that forge going down for Magnum, so he's going to be in very good stead here. Really, really want to see that Nexus go down very soon. You know, as there's not much Zerg can do about it at this point. He really, if you see Zerglings on their way, you just wall in. And if they don't come for you, then you're at a massive economic advantage. So, oh dear me, oh dear. His probe continuing to dance around here at this point, and Forge has now finished, and we're just looking to wait to see that the second pylon does go down for Magnum. It has been spotted also by this Overlord in the base here, and trying to steal the extractor once again. I would like to see him just dance around, yeah, just dance around here, trying to take it out. But okay, don't dance like that. Don't dance to the point where you get electrocuted and die. That's not good. So Juice now looking to try and deny the expansion, which currently isn't occurring. Going Queen first before potential expansion, and we do have Magnum. He has thrown down his Nexus, so he's going to be in a very good position, in my opinion, going into the later stages of this game. Magnum now, he is going to be throwing just down this gateway and trying to wall off this front. But, you know, I mean, there's nothing really that the Zerg can do right now. I mean, unless he goes for some kind of crazy Baneling Bust again, but I really don't think that's going to work. It's a really, really hard to kind of Baneling Bust on this map, as, you know, there's just, it can be, you can end up like a third big building there, etc., if the pylon was ever so slightly further back. And now, Juice actually going for a little bit of a hidden base, after denying that probe. Interesting choice here from Juice. Juice really kind of playing angles and kind of playing interestingly. It's always nice to see players play it like a very, very odd kind of style, in essence. So it's not fully odd, but, you know, it's ever so slightly odd. So Juice looking to poke up here, the two photon cannons warping in, and look at this lovely wall off here. Regardless of which building that you took out in this middle, you'd still need to take out a third building in order to get past. And now, oh my god, Juice actually taking his natural as well. This is actually a really nice play by Juice. I'm really liking this. Expanding doubly behind the Protoss that is expanding once or whatever is very, very good indeed. The only thing you've got to be wary of is something that has happened many, many a time in this tournament, which is that scary 6-gate push that Magnum has been employing. And, you know, it can just really kind of batter you down. So Juice is going to have to be really wary of that. Although that being said, I'm pretty sure that Magnum is going to be aware that there is going to be an expansion going up here eventually, but he's not going to be aware of the expansion going up in this hidden position to the south. So ultimately, it also depends on where Magnum hits with a kind of 6-gate push, if he decides to do that once again, and also where Juice decides to place the majority of his defenses. I imagine it will be here, as this is the most obvious of places, but you never know. So now Zergling's just running around to control the map. A lone zealot is going to be coming up here. No doubt he is going to see this expansion. And in fact, if I was in Juice's position, I would like him to see this expansion, due to the fact that he will then know that no crazy shenanigans are going on, or in his mind know that no crazy shenanigans are going on. And indeed, he does see it. So he's going to know now that, you know, nothing out of the ordinary, in inverted commas, is going on. But at the same time, we do have a Stargate going down for Magnum. He's going to be able to put on potentially a little bit of Void Ray pressure, maybe garnished with some Phoenix if you are into cooking, but ultimately I really don't know which route he's going to take right now. Both are a very viable option. So Juice has allowed him to see this expansion, and it looks like, you know, Magnum's very, very content with just getting, a second Stargate going up now. I really, really like this play. If it's double Phoenix, no, it's going to be a Void Ray. You know, he can put on so much pressure against a Zerg which isn't prepared. We do have a Spire now going down, so he will really need to switch into Phoenix, as Void Rays really don't do that well against Mutalisks, which it looks like what Juice is actually going to be going for. And we do have these extractors going up, already mining. One is mining, but the second one isn't. Really would like to see that start mining very soon, as it would be very important for him to get as much gas as possible for those Mutalisks. Still doesn't see those Stargates just yet, as he hasn't scouted that direction. But ultimately, you know, Magnum is in a very interesting spot. More gateways down for Magnum right now. And, you know, maybe he's going for some kind of gateway Void Ray push. He's not really moving anywhere with those Void Rays. He is going to have a slightly early warning when the Void Rays do push across, if he decides to go that direction with those Overlords in that position. But ultimately he will lose a little bit of supply and have very, very little time to be able to react. That being said, ultimately, you know, Mutalisks do pretty damn good against Void Rays in numbers, so... But it looks like Magnum is kind of gearing up to do what looks like a Void Ray push with gateway units. So... I'm a little confused. I assumed there would be some kind of Void Ray harass coming out, but ultimately, no, it doesn't look like that at all. And, you know, looking at this main, it's very, very vulnerable, bar the 7 Mutalisks that are coming out, and cleverly getting +1 weapons for those Mutalisks as well will upgrade them so well, as they currently do 9 damage, then 3 damage, then 1 damage, and I'm pretty sure the damage upgrade increases their all bounces by 1, so... that will be very, very strong indeed, especially against a Protoss that isn't going for plus armor. Plus armor is so strong against Mutalisks, as you know, taking it down to 8 damage, 2 damage, and then it doesn't take it down to 0 damage for the 3rd bounce. It only does a fraction of it, as nothing in this game can do an absolute 0 damage. But ultimately, this is a very, very scary push right now. He's going to need the Mutalisks to focus down on the Void Rays, and then use the rest of his forces, maybe the Zerglings, to be able to deny this. But the 5 Void Rays could do a lot of damage here. A few Spine Crawlers are going up, but this push is going to arrive at a very, very scary time. Mutalisks have been harassing the main, just denying quite a bit of the probe, but ultimately these Void Rays, if they get charged up, despite they're going to be in a very good position, he really needs to get charged up, so and the Mutalisks now are coming in, needs to focus down these Void Rays, and indeed that is what he's doing. Very smart here by Juice, and ultimately these Void Rays may actually clean this up. Oh my god. And he has no air defense now, and despite that actually being cleaned up, he's in such a great position, Magnum. And, you know, Juice, you know, he has these Mutalisks out. He just needs to keep rallying the Void Rays over to this position, and he could take this game very, very easily. Wants to get charged up on this hatchery, really would like to see that, which will help so much against any anti-air that does come out, be it the Queens or the Mutalisks. And now he is charged, and he's going to be able to wreck some serious face. And, you know, the Zergling run-by is going to be able to try and get in here, but it's really not going to be able to do much, as this is a pretty solid wall-off. And now the Void Rays undercharged now, but ultimately... I think that this is gonna be game right now. These Void Rays are just if you're a Zerg player and you have nothing to do with it, Stargate Imber, MC said it, and Juice is gonna probably bow out of this game, and Magnum is gonna take it 3-1. And thank you very much for letting me cast. And yes, thank you very much. So yeah, there we have it, ladies and gents. Magnum takes the series 3-1. He is the in-house Starcade Gaming champion, and that is gonna be it from me.